Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to Thursday.
Hello.
I am Deb.
I am Adam.
I am Josh.
That's correct.
And together we form
Oh no.
Space Safe Stream Team.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Also known
And-
as SST, which probably
Salute.
stands for something bad.
SST, Space Ape Stream Team, yeah.
Hmm.
It could be SAST.
STS. Stream Teams. No.
No.
Alright.
Moving on. Hey
Moving-
everybody. Today we're going to take a look at, of course, this weekend's event. Is it the wrapping up of the saga?
No. It's week 3
It's
out of week
3
4.
of the saga. Sorry guys. We're going to take a look at Cosmos and Mindwipe in action on the battlefield and have some brand new power cores to show you guys, which are very exciting.
Yes. And very exciting dialogue, I believe, as well.
Oh, it's always the best. And then we'll also do some Q&A with the lovely gents.
And what's here?
Oh yeah, up in the corner. We talked about this last week. Some of the guys in our office are doing Movember, which of course is a charity to raise money for
The awareness
Yes.
for prostate cancer.
Well, it was prostate cancer, but I believe it has shifted to mental health. No,
No.
we're not very aware.
No, I don't think so.
let me double check.
I think that's a different initiative.
We're gonna check. Either way, yeah, some people in our office
Both are important.
are doing Movember, which is very cool. I'm gonna look it up. And so we're just leaving that in the corner there. We showed you guys some pictures last week.
And let me answer the question. I do not have a mustache or a beard. It's impossible for me to grow anything that looks remotely plausible. All of my attempts are really vain. They're in vain. Not vain in that way, but yeah.
You are vain for not trying.
It's terrible, man. I tried in years before, and I just look like I shouldn't be in the vicinity of any civilization. In a way, like this is someone who clearly doesn't look in the mirror. It looks terrible.
So it's men's health in general.
Men's health in general.
Men's health.
And the big issues in men's health are prostate cancer and mental health that often gets overlooked because we all are told to just carry on and man up.
Because you guys don't like to talk about it.
Yeah, we don't talk about feelings.
Anyways.
Whatever.
So yeah, this is sort of the last day. Obviously, it ends beginning of December. So if you guys do still want to donate, you can do that at the links above there.
Yes. And I think, are we gonna have some kind of? Do we have some kind of picture to prove our?
Yeah, we showed it last. Were you not here last week? Oh, you weren't here. That's why.
I saw part of the stream, by the way. I was watching. I was
We
making sure you guys don't show Cosmos and Mindwipe because I do want to show them. These are.
didn't. We were good.
These are some of my favorite bots to use. They're just so much fun. Can't wait to do that.
But yes.
But before that, we should say some hellos, right?
we should say some hellos.
Right. What about Josh? Do you want to say some hellos?
Yeah, sure. I'll say hello to Jeremy Torberin.
Ah, Jeremy de Buren.
Hi,
To
Jeremy.
Buren.
Yeah.
Well, we
all
always
right.
say
He's
to
a lovely
Buren,
chap.
True.
And I'll say hello to, let's see, Blue Streak G1. Awesome. Hello.
Ooh, Dirty Spot has given you a nickname, Joshy Poo.
Oh, I got a Joshy Poo. Oh.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
There. That's pretty
Oh
cool.
yeah, that's actually in Polish. Hello. Hello to Megatron79 and Fats Diddy and Roundhorn 12 and SRG Tangerfist and we've got Scourge 1024 is back. We've got Skyrock 7732 as well.
Nice.
Metaron, Zendar, a lot of familiar faces. 13 Chiefs, Gaga Girl, and Electric Blitzo.
Oh, and my fellow Skywarp fan, Skywarp 7732.
Yes.
Ramhorn 12, Kronos Prime. Hey.
Baby J Prime.
Also hello to Cubs52 and Ass Blaster. What up? Always nice to see you.
Prime Time.
Yeah, hey, Prime Time. What is up? Gear Jamers and Tidirium. And also hello to Saksham Ganariwala. Sorry if I butchered your name. Joe Hudson, what's up? Uday Mishra, Unit Boa, Terra, The Earth, Line Gamer, Evan Smith. I saw Howard Choi in there as well early on, and Rohit Patoli, 2Win, Brick Nexus, Saba Petashvili, Mateos. What is that?
Mateos, yes.
Yeah.
I see a GA girl from Georgia. If that's Georgia in the United States, I'm from Alabama.
Nice.
Ow.
Is it close? Yeah. Is it
Yeah, I'm sure we know each other. Totally.
Best friends. We got Robert Garcia as well, Deadpool, Joe Hudson. Are
we streaming on
Red
Facebook
Sun.
as well?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just haven't gotten there yet. Hey, Dirty Spot's here too. What's up? Hello. Also, I don't know if Zachary Couture is here. I don't think he is. Zachary, where are you? And also, hello. Oh, hello to Jody. What's up?
And Ron.
Hi, Ron.
Hello, Ron.
Random.
Hi, Ron.
Love it. Let me. Oh no.
Oh no.
Reload.
Do you want to reload the thing, and you can't reload the thing?
Yeah.
So we can't say more highs.
Yeah.
Because we can't see it.
Because we can't see it.
Okay, we'll soon be able to see it. For now, a warm welcome to everyone on Facebook. We cannot name you individually right now. We will in a moment.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
maybe.
It might crash. Facebook is weird.
Might crash.
But we'll be back if it does.
Isn't that exciting? So, right, we have a lot of content to go through.
Yeah.
Let's get going. Do we have a script? We don't have a script. We're gonna wing it.
Woo.
Winging it.
Winging it. Today.
Winging
Flying
it.
by the seat of our pants.
Since winging
We have
it
a
since...
plan, we just don't have a script.
Alright, so...
Let's start with the event.
Yeah, let's start with the event. The event, week 3 out of a 4-week saga. I can grab that. Ooh, I just do that. Yeah, you guys do it, that's fine. The tea is safe. I can do both. Right, tea is here now. I put strawberry in my strawberry tea.
There you go.
Is that a good idea? No, it's not a good idea to put a tea on your laptop.
Really bad idea, I feel like.
Maybe I can get a new laptop.
I got a new laptop. I'm streaming with my old one.
See? Not everything that's new is better. Okay.
we need to.
There's a puppy in the background. Hold on. I need to switch back. Oh, it's gone.
Wait,
Oh,
come
bring
on.
it back, bring it back.
No.
Okay.
Okay, maybe the dog is coming.
Hopefully they saw it.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
So
Let's see.
do we still sound?
Is it still crap? Can you turn on your audio? So I can
Yeah,
tell?
sure.
Yay!
Oh, dogs in the
Hello.
Dog in the
Hi,
room.
puppy.
It's fixed.
There's a dog.
It's
in the room.
gameplay. I think gameplay is breaking us.
You're on stream. Yep, that's fine. That's why I had the
Gameplay is breaking us. The dog fixed it. I think gameplay fixed it.
Is it? What about now? Is it still bad? Is it bad when we're on this particular
I
thing?
think
Oh, it's fun, right?
All right.
I
we
think
can
it's
hear
bad
you.
when we show gameplay.
Oh, interesting. What about now? Bad, good, okay. Is it? What about now? Yeah, it's fine there.
We need to catch up here.
Oh, no.
Come on. See,
Oh, weird. Okay.
it breaks when we are showing the screen.
Interesting. Well, while we figure that out, James brought his dog in.
I think we should move Adam and put Zelda sat in that seat instead.
Can you hold her up again? Because otherwise we
I'll
can't
get out of
see
the way.
her.
This is our one of the two dogs that reside at our company. Try picture in picture. Picture in picture works.
Hi, Zelda.
So this is Zelda. Zelda is a doggo, and Zelda keeps us company sometimes.
Zelda's a doggo, yes she is.
Oh.
And this is James. James is a programmer. He works on Transformers as well. He's been working on Transformers how long?
2 years now.
2 years.
Yeah.
James, what do you do?
Client developer on Transformers. So
What does that mean?
that means I get to build new features, work on cool things, try and fix bugs occasionally.
What was the favorite feature you worked on?
Combiners, gotta be combiners,
Combiners.
right? It was so awesome. Yeah, just like I think we brought big new elements to the game there.
Recently, James brought us also, like, when it comes to gameplay features, the bouncing projectiles on Laser Optimus from Legatron, and also drift and barricade and other bots that jump.
Yes.
All the jumping tech.
Moving backwards. Yeah.
We actually have technology to jump backwards, so we haven't done it yet.
We don't put that on mine.
Not yet.
There you go.
But maybe Josh will design a bot that can jump back. After, like, we could do like a smoke grenade, like smoke, it can jump back. That'll be pretty good.
No?
Yes, fix some bugs. We're trying to fix our audio as well. Every time
I'm distracted by the dog now.
every time we show the gameplay, we lose our.
Yeah, weird. I don't know what that's about.
So what
Is that
happens
still
if we do the gameplay like a little in the corner? Can we do that, or is that not working?
Let's see.
Maybe you can bring some gameplay to our camera and see what happens. That would be good. Otherwise, it's gonna be difficult because we'll have to talk about stuff. Okay, let's see.
So, can you still hear us now? Yeah, how's the sound now?
I'll find out here.
Okay. No, that doesn't sound good. No, it's still messed up, man. Weird.
Damn.
Indeed.
Show me around. Yeah,
Hold on, let me do this.
I get licked at him.
Okay, well, James, you talk about the dog while we try to figure out.
no, why don't you talk about
Zelda, 2-year-old puppy.
Oh. Yeah,
why
go
don't
for
you
it.
talk about I can't concentrate on the dog looking at me. The audio being broken.
Give me
This is really off script.
Adam, why don't you answer some questions?
Yeah, I'm gonna answer some questions. So
Bad audio. Ooh.
we can show you the tablet. We could show them the tablet like by hand, but that would be just
Well, let's just
awful.
see if I can fix it first.
Yeah, first of all, jeez. Okay, so we have an event this weekend. Let me just talk about the event a little.
Oh, okay, but I need this to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't talk about the event. The event is a prestige event. Is this individual or is this alliance? Do you know?
Oh, Josh, you can come back if you want.
Shall we say goodbye, Zelda? There we go.
No.
Stay.
Yeah, that's the questions. You guys ask questions, I'm gonna answer them. That's gonna be easy. And then we'll do some. We'll figure out how to fix everything.
There we go.
And if you have questions, yeah. How many active players? I don't know what those. Bye bye.
Bye, James. Bye, Zelda. Thank you for stopping.
I've been on the stream once before.
How
That's
soon
true.
will power cores affect abilities? So,
Sorry.
What's that?
No, don't
I'm sorry.
carry this on me.
Oh, sorry, Adam. Go ahead.
right. So let's start with the first question. How soon will power cores affect abilities? So first of all, we do have abilities affected by power cores. We have the gunner power core that does it, volatile mixture. We also are fixing the bug for wallbuster, where the charging effect or seismic charge as well, two abilities, every warrior that rushes, as well as Straxus and Slog, who have a seismic charge that wasn't applied. Now, after we release this new client, this new version of the game that we're wrapping up, that will be fixed. So we're fixing that. So Wallbuster does that already for most abilities. It will do it for all abilities soon. On walls. As for other buildings, we have already stuff for gunners. And this week we're releasing a power core for Razorclaw and Grimlock, which will increase their ability damage as well. And that will be another one of ability damage increasing cores.
Do a trial.
We will do more. We'll do more progress in the future. There's possibility for ability power increasing cores for any other class we have in the game.
Okay, can we test the audio now?
Yeah. So let us know if it is better. Or, yeah. No. What's with that? I don't know. That's really strange.
Okay, so still having some trouble with audio.
Okay. As for terrain,
Continue,
yeah. As for new backgrounds and new terrains, it can affect the download size of the game and load times and other things. It is a possibility, but only when we do like a big feature that would warrant that. And while visual difference would be nice, I don't think it would actually add to the game as much as, let's say, some new way to play the game would. That's my opinion on backgrounds in general. Right, yeah, this is a prestige event with 20 prestiges. I will see, let me just do this. This is the only way. You keep a lookout for
Yeah, I'm
good
just
questions
trying to
as well.
re-add it. One sec.
Josh.
Do we, I'm sorry.
Oh my God,
Let me
this
make
is
sure
terrible.
that we're good right now.
Enjoy my hands, and I'm probably really loud now. Okay, I'm just gonna talk really quietly. So this event, Kingsize, week 3 out of 4. It's a prestige event. Let's take a look at so at 50 points, you get a royal upgrade chip. And that chip contains a gold, silver or bronze Grimlock's crown or Razorclaw's gun, as well as other awards. So you can actually get a gold power core of any type from this chip. You can also get silver and bronze cores, and you can get other awards. So there's quite a lot of power cores and other awards in the chip. You can get 20 of these, and we also have a selection of shards in the event and some spark. Now, 50 points for a prestige, 20 prestiges, and there is, I think it's an individual, yeah. And there's 10 points per battle on any zone. So it's a flat event structure with, is it focusing?
Hold on, now they said the screen's frozen, so 1 second, I don't know. Sheesh.
Screen seems to be okay.
Yeah, what about now?
Yeah, it seems fine now.
Uh-oh.
There's lots of glare here, but anyway, flat event structure, that's important. So you get 10 points no matter how powerful you are, no matter where you fight, you get the same chance, and it's an individual event, so that means every single one of you has the same chance of securing these chips. And even if you don't have Grimlock or Razorclaw, that's fine. There's other power cores inside, there's gold cores, silver cores, so this, I think, is a very fair event. It literally doesn't matter if you are, a top player, top alliance, or if you're an individual player who plays for free or whatever. So it's a very fair event. 50 points for the top, get 20 of these crystals. I highly recommend doing that, especially because not only you get some shards and spark, but you also get parkours out of this, even if you don't have the character. If you do have the character, however, you get to equip the crown on Grimlock or the gun on Razorclaw. So let's take a look at these parkours right now. Josh, why don't you just join me here?
Yeah.
I'm just going to try switching it one more time beforehand, okay? So let's see if the sound is better now. I think we added everything, so
Let's test the sound again.
we'll see.
The focus is the focus manual. So blurry.
Do you hear anything? Still.
Okay, still bad. Let's take it up here.
Can we focus the camera?
Yeah.
We'll focus the camera on the screen. There's gonna be like a fireside chat.
This is back in the old days of streaming, the way we had to do it.
There you
Oh,
go.
good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that focused?
Should be.
Ooh, nice and crisp. Lovely. And I have Josh to hold it for
This is
me.
very intimate.
Hi, everyone.
This is the weirdest the
I'll see
stream
that.
has ever gotten, I think. So this
Okay
is.
with
Let's take a look at the course. So basically, let me just rephrase this: 50 points for the top, 10 points per battle. Everyone gets a chance at getting these 20 crystals relatively easily, and you can get gold, silver, and bronze crown or gun for Grimlock and Razorclaw, or other cores, gold, silver, bronze as well. I think maybe there's energon inside. I don't know. It probably says. Yeah, or other. I think it also includes energon to help you upgrade these power cores. All right, let's take a look at these power cores. Do you want to drive that?
You go ahead.
Okay.
Which cores are we
sure.
looking at?
We are going to look at Grimlock's crown and Razorclaw's gun.
Okay, great.
So let me find my parkour lab in this account. There is one, I hope.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
I'll find it. Talk a little bit about what they do.
The parkours are slightly different between Razorclaw and Grimlock. Is there a parkour lab here?
I'm not sure I see one.
Shall I add one?
I don't think you can add one. Can you build one? Wrong button. So we have for Razorclaw, we have ability damage and health, and for Grimlock we have ability damage and speed. Now some of you might say, "Oh, I don't want my Grimlock to be faster. Why do Decepticons get health and why do I get speed?" The difference in stats is because there's different in stats for the. There's a difference between the bots. You can reload that, maybe different account. Or we get the campaign. We have to complete the campaign. Oh my god. This is just derailed so many.
Few technical difficulties today. Keep going, Adam.
Yeah,
Continue talking about
so
that.
the difference between
Don't give up now.
Grimlock and Razorclaw cores is mainly driven by the fact that they both have different stats. So Grimlock has more health but is slower than Razorclaw in general, and Razorclaw is faster but has less health, which is why the power cores we give them actually help equalize the bots. So after you equip power cores for Grimlock and Razorclaw, these bots will be a bit more equal and they'll be more powerful on top of that. We are not making Razorclaw any faster because he's already fast, but we're making Grimlock a little bit faster because he's not as fast as Razorclaw. That's the logic here. Every time we do something different for different sides, some people get anxious, but in this situation we're actually making things more fair for both sides. That's the intention. Let's see if there's some questions. Now that Motormaster will come to the game, can we add another power core? Maybe add a trailer to Optimus Prime, giving him a second special ability, and have the trailer when doing the rush.
I can talk about that a little bit. Do you want
Sure.
to take a look?
Yeah. You were designing and implementing Motormaster, right?
That's right.
And we have a trailer.
Yeah, Motormaster himself does have a trailer. It's actually part of his whole set. So when he transforms, he changes his trailer as well as his cab, which is pretty cool. It's kind of based on the G1 version of Motormaster. But the Motormaster model itself is a little less blocky than that guy, if you remember him. He was pretty awesome, but a bit square. So the new model is pretty cool. The question was about whether Optimus can have a trailer as part of his as a power core for him. That's a really cool idea. Right now we're kind of limited as to how much of a change we can make with the power cores, how much we can add on to the characters. The more that we see the power cores are doing really well, that you guys are really excited about them, then the more we can put into them and the more we can try to make them bigger and cooler. So yeah, that's a cool suggestion. It's not something that we can do right now, but something that maybe we could think about for the future. I can tell you that Motormaster, well, can I talk about the potential that Motormaster might have something cool that has a power core associated with it? I tell you what, I'll leave it at that. There's something that's associated with a power core for Motormaster that's going to be pretty awesome. And the same for Rodimus Prime.
Yeah, and some people were saying that Grimlock is the fastest bot with free movement speed. How fast is Razorclaw? Razorclaw is actually faster. And looking at the stats here, I believe Razorclaw is, I'm looking at all the bots in the game right now, he is the fastest, he's one of the fastest bots in the game. So Razorclaw is 3.2 movement speed. The only faster bots than that are Snarl and Hunger, who are 3.4 by default. These are very, very aggressive melee strikers. So yeah, Grimlock is slower than Razorclaw despite being a fast character on his own. And yes, and the change in health will help Razorclaw be a bit more sustainable on the battlefield. And both bots also get ability damage increase. And that's the increase that levels up every time you level up the power core. That's the ability damage, what we scale up. The health and the movement speed bonus are flat. So it will not get any faster if you level up to level 10, the core, or if it's level 1. That's the stats, the boring part. Can we get an apron core for Grimlock to slow him down?
That slows him down. As he gets tripped up into the apron trying to run ahead. I don't know if a lot of players would really appreciate having him slowed down that much, and certainly not in a way that it would scale with the core. It's a cool suggestion. Man, I definitely like the idea of the apron.
I love the apron. Yeah. I want the apron and the bow tie.
Yeah, and the bow tie. Of course, if you have the apron, you have to have the bow tie, and you also have to have the chef's hat, I think, with it, right? The coming up, yeah, big chef's hat. Which awesome ideas, and certainly in the future, if we want to show Grimmy some more love, it's a great idea for ways to do it. But we definitely do want to spread out which bots get their own power cores. So we probably won't be doing additional ones for Razorclaw and Grimlock in the near future because yeah, we definitely want to spread the love. We want to give some cool stuff to as many of our bots as we can. So look for more unique power cores on other characters in the future.
Yeah, we definitely, I think we could say like we have something coming in December, which is a bit different than anything you've seen out of power cores in general, which is good.
Yeah. By the way, we are now live on Facebook. So hello to everyone on Facebook. Sorry you guys missed out on part of it, but really you haven't missed out on much. Well, actually you have kind of missed out on much.
You missed out on a lot of technical difficulties.
There were a lot of technical issues. And then Adam and Josh decided to do a little fireside chat, which was kind of nice actually.
Well,
yeah,
I think
we're going to
do more of that. Another one pretty soon.
And they're going to do another one shortly. Basically, whenever we're using the iPad, the audio is messing up for some reason, which we'll have to fix after the stream. So yeah, you're going to get up close and personal with the camera, which is exciting.
And I'm trying to...
but yeah, hello to everybody on Facebook. I can now do some shout outs. Hi Joel, Mauricio, and hi Jose Manuel, and hi Stephen Shee, what's up? It says finally lol. I know, right? Nathan, nice to see you as well. We've got Kakashi Hokage, nice to see as well. And We66 Illustration, that's Nathan's art website, basically. He's a fantastic artist, so you should definitely check out some of his stuff. Excuse me. We've also got Brian Vanderpool, what's up? And Daniel D. Raul Cody. Matt Cup, hey, how's it going? Matt's been on our stream before, which is cool. Another artist. He does like stop motion stuff, which is quite cool. Josh, you're kind of out of the frame, so I'm scooting over.
Thank you.
Hey Corey, how's it going? Hi Ian. Hi Brian. Nice to see all of you guys. And yeah, sorry for the tardiness. Basically, I was, no need to get into it. But
there's some questions about the prestige level being 20 or 60. We're seeing 20 in the game right now. I'll double check that and confirm that in a minute.
Yeah, it's 20 according to Cairo. Newsfeed says 22. Newsletter had a mistake, and basically the idea, this I'm quoting Cairo, we want to have a bit more relaxing weekend, and we think that the 20 is prestigious. Actually, the rewards are more in line with what we would normally have out of a more generous event, like a 60 prestige event. So it's 20 prestigious, but the rewards are almost as good as if it was 60.
So sorry about the mistake in the newsletter. Apologies for that one. But yeah, it is 20. Can confirm that as 20.
And I'm now getting ready here for the just to show you the Grimlock crown.
cool.
Finally.
Can I try one more thing?
You gonna try the sound fixed one more time?
Yeah, just one more time.
Bear with us. We're gonna try the sound one more time.
I'm gonna have a cookie. This is a really stressful. It's a really stressful stream.
It's a stressful one, yeah. All right, try it one time. Can you put up your volume for a sec? What about now? Let's see if they can hear us. Zero sound. Wait for it. There we go. No, still. Alright, I give up.
Still broken.
This is 5 cents.
Yeah.
Wait.
Alright, sorry guys.
I love that you switched back just in time for me to shove a whole cookie in my mouth. I appreciate that.
And in this time, by the way, I managed to get the account ready.
All right.
Let's make sure we're auto-focused here. Oh, nice. You're gonna hear.
In Transformers Earth Wars.
Hands come together.
There you go.
All right.
Play the game in the biggest failure of this year, at least. Okay, now we're in focus. Swander is getting like all chaotic. Right, this is Grimlock's Crown, level 5 gold core. You can see it increases the ability damage by 6.5%, which is significant, and you have a movement speed of 8%. Me, Grimlock King! And you can also see that the speed doesn't increase, but the ability damage actually does. If I was to, you can see that it grows. Same goes here, Razor Claw's gun. Ability damage, same increase of 6.5%, health is 5%, and that's roughly the difference between these two bots. And you can see again, also it's, the health boost is flat, but the ability damage is the one that grows. So, before I sacrifice the core by accident, let me equip that on Grimlock. And I just love this part.
Oh, here it goes.
Me Grimlock crown! That is awesome. And the crown actually stays in both the bot form and the dino form, which is really nice. So let's see how it looks in the showroom. Which one of these two do you prefer, Josh?
Between, oh, we've got a little...
Yeah, there's some cutscene because I just completed a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Congratulations on fast forwarding through that. Which one do I prefer? Grimlock or Razor Claw? Is that the question?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a tough choice because you know I am a Decepticon player, but at the same time, you know, Grimmy, you just can't beat Grimmy. I had a Grimlock as a kid. I loved it. He was awesome. He's still awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick Grimlock.
I do agree the crown is great. Although I think if it was a choice between like if I could get an apron on my Grimlock, then I would definitely go for Razor Claw in this battle, and then like get the apron on Grimlock. Speaking of Razor Claw, by the way, one thing we're experimenting with is an ability to add. No, not yet. One thing we want to do in the future is ability to add power cores from the troop information screen, which would be nice, right? Also level up abilities maybe.
Sort of streamlining the flow in the UI of moving from screen to screen. So we're just trying to make things, you know, ever easier, ever more doable for you.
One thing we did do in this development cycle is the Alliance war stuff. Can you speak about that?
Yeah, I think that we've made previously in Alliance Wars, or up till now in Alliance Wars, when you're going into the war, you have to you hit preview and you can look at the base that you're about to attack, and then you need to back out of that screen and then go in and battle. Right, and you get a little bit of loading in between, and it slows you down, right? So yeah, I personally always been a little bit annoyed by that, and so is the rest of the team. So we talked it over and found out a way that we believe we're going to be able to have you be able to go into the battle or go into the preview, look at the enemy base, and with a button press right there, immediately jump into battle and pick your group, right, and fight that base. So no more backing out and switching over to the attack screen.
Yeah. So immediate battle from the scouting in Alliance Wars. Great stuff. And we tried to bring at least one of these, you know, player life improving stories, so we call it, a life improving small change here and there whenever we wrap up a development cycle.
Yeah, because we want you to have good lives. It's true.
Yeah.
All right. So next we're going to look at Razor Claw's gun.
That makes your life better.
Yeah, it definitely does. So you've talked pretty much a lot about how the stats that gives Razor Claw. So let's see it on him. Gonna equip. There we go. There we go.
I like this one. And it's also visible from both forms, although being a gun on the back, the one that actually you'll see in a moment, it sticks down there, it's more visible in the quadruped form, so in the default form of the bot. Let's take a look at Razor Claw with guns. Look at that. And this was inspired by one of the Razor Claw toys, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was a toy that had this, it was ridiculously big, gun that you could put on top, and we did a version of that ourselves. Because we think putting guns on robot cats is pretty cool.
Yeah. Cats with laser beams.
I used to watch this cartoon where there was like Dino Riders, there was like dinosaurs with lasers.
I used to watch this cartoon called Transformers.
What's that?
It's fine. Like there's enough love for many cartoons in the 80s, right?
Sorry.
And that's why I love putting guns on animals.
Yeah, I think he's pretty awesome. I love the way that the guns just like fit right inside his mane. They slot right in.
And it actually has some effect nodes. So when Razor Claw is firing, he will also fire from these barrels, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's
some
functional.
people are asking if they can see the event screen again.
Yes, we will show you event screen again. Deb is keeping track of things, which is great. So again, to iterate, it's an individual event. Here you go. With only these 5 rewards, every 10, so every battle roughly, you get an award. You get 10 points per battle, no matter where you fight. It's a very fair event. 20 prestigious, and the chip here, the Royal Upgrade chip, contains gold, silver, and bronze crown or gun, depending on your faction, as well as other power cores. So you could get a gold version of any power core we have in the game right now, as well as silver and bronze versions, and some energon to upgrade things.
Yeah, the gold's the really good one.
Yes.
Go for the gold.
If you could, like, cross your fingers and go for the gold.
Yeah.
So that's the idea behind the event. Kingsize, week 3 out of week 4. Next week we're gonna do Cosmos and Mindwipe's event, and I believe it is not a leaderboard. We had a leaderboard last time, so this time we're gonna change things up and have a not leaderboard event.
Okay.
Cool. I believe it's an Alliance Prestige event, but more on that next week. Find out if I'm being wrong or not.
By the way, Toy Caliber says, Adam, you probably could go into hand modeling on the side, just saying.
Yeah, I'm really glad you didn't pick up on my terrible habits with my fingers. Let's rotate the camera so you can see it. All right, perfect. Great. Okay. So we've seen these parkours. Let me just quickly preview that. That's
look at it.
Great. And we have this one, the gun on the back. And this is week 3 out of week 4. Week 4 we'll have Cosmos and Mindwipe. Why don't we show Cosmos and Mindwipe then?
Okay.
Ooh. And there also will be a challenge battle, maybe?
Yeah, I think there will be. We'll have a battle going out to you guys to show off what Cosmos and Mindwipe can do. It's a little bit of a puzzle this time. It's there's a little bit of a challenge to it to see how you can use these awesome abilities. Does anyone know what the abilities are yet?
Not yet.
Wow, you're in for a treat.
I'm not going to play the battle because that's, you made that for them to find out how to use it. Let's go through the, by the way, there's also going to be 2 texts, 2 dialogues in the event. And both are ridiculous.
Oh, we haven't read the dialogues.
Yeah, Simon has just outdid himself.
Yes.
Let's see, we have 15 minutes. I believe we can do a quick, we'll do the dialogue. We'll do a quick preview of the ability, because we did promise that last week.
Yeah.
And we did enough Q&A and hand flailing at the beginning that probably we can skip that part.
Yeah. Skip the hand flailing.
Let's go with the transmission, man.
All right.
Now, who's doing the Grimlock?
I have to, come on. All right, who's doing the Grimlock? Put in your votes now, everyone, for who you think should be doing Grimlock. And Deb, you can announce the voice actor who
will
takes
take us
it.
to do Grimlock? Okay, guys, I'm waiting. Askmaster says I should do a backflip. Probably not going to do that. We've had enough hiccups in the studio today.
Yeah, it feels like we've done one.
Basically.
Because I'm all dizzy.
Let's see.
Blurry that.
Santrigo Waza says, no one, please. We've got one for me. We've got one for Joshy Poo.
Ooh.
We've got another for me, another for me, another for me. We got one for Adam. 2 for me, 1 for Adam. Tronic Prime says himself. Soul Jazz says Pablo. Pablo in here, Soul Jazz. Sorry.
He's not in the room.
Okay, it looks like I'm taking it.
All right.
Taking it.
Come on.
Whoa.
Come on up.
Wait, let me look at the other.
Wait to throw a monkey wrench.
Oh, you know what? Actually, we're split because Twitch is like Team Deb, YouTube is Team Adam. Let's see what.
Go YouTube.
I can see like my mustache just doesn't work.
Facebook is like Team Swandrew.
Well, come on up.
All right, Deb, you go.
It's all very confusing.
Come on, Deb. Your turn. That's the way to end the quarrel. Bring an unknown element.
All right, let's begin.
Crush Autobot interlopers.
Ooh, nice.
Hurts my throat. This king's Grimlock's domain. Me rule supreme. Rah!
Awesome. Go, Springer.
Your turn.
Okay. That's Grimlock, and he's wearing an actual crown? Go, Cup.
You're up, Cup.
Whoa. Oh, let me guess. He's our missing heavy hitter.
And thanks to Cosmos here, we're in line to be Dino Chew Toys.
Ooh.
Oh. What? Me? What did I do?
That may be Grimlock bearing down on us, but someone else is pulling the strings.
Puppet Buster.
Somehow you hypnotized him.
Oh, the glaze. Vacant look, right?
Nope, that's normal. But he used the word interloper. 2 syllables is normally the Big G's max load.
Hang on, I'll use my attractor beam to lift you out of harm's way. But I don't get it. How could I hypnotize anyone?
So much for you head games, Mindwipe. For your head games, Mindwipe. Now, it's my turn. It hot lead, wreckers.
And he uses his guns.
Yeah.
All right.
We've done it.
Now
and
let's show 'em.
I've actually used manual focus here. Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fancy.
Now, let's do the gameplay.
Let's
because
do it.
people are gonna flip out if we don't do it.
What you've been waiting for.
Can't see the chat, but I'm sure it's going mental. All right, Mindwipe or Cosmos?
Start with Cosmos.
All right, let's. Oh, jeez, all the good guys. Always the good guys.
By the way, if you guys are just tuning in and you're wondering
What's
why
happening?
are those idiots just holding an iPad up to the camera, it's because
You're an
whenever
idiot.
we hook up the iPad, for some reason the audio fudges and you can't hear us. So we've decided to create a bit of a fireside chat. So instead, so you can still kind of see the game and hear us at the same time. Yeah, we tried fixing it a few times, but it seemed to have made it worse. So we're going with this for now, and we're sticking to it.
Stick to our guns, right?
Yeah, sticking to the guns, exactly.
All right, Cosmos. I'm gonna take you to battle. Now, the ability for Cosmos is called Cosmic Chaos. And it enters in air attack mode for 20 seconds. Cosmos attacks deal damage and they confuse the targets, reducing their damage by 40% and making them attack their foes, or your foes. So that means it's a mind control in an air mode with a unique twist. Let's see if I can pull it off. So I'm gonna deploy some bots here.
Some people are enjoying our weird twist on the stream today. So.
It's good to find a bright side to otherwise car crashy event. So we have Cosmos here. He's in an air attack mode. That means he is staying in the air. So he only be targeted by defenses such as the missile launchers and the laser turrets here. Anti-air lasers are gonna be dangerous against him, so look out for that. Otherwise, he cannot be hit by mortars or cannons in any shape or form. Same with beam lasers and stasis mines. So he's quite well protected while in this mode. So I'm going to take control over that cannon here, and hopefully, yes, something might happen soon. So you can see the cannon attacking. So not only he deals damage, he also uses disables defenses. It's better than a stun, because a stun would simply turn off a defense. Here the defense is dealing 60% of its damage against its friendly targets. And
even
great
better
thing about that, yeah.
Oh, even better, when the target's destroyed, he's still in air mode. So you don't lose anything from the ability on a target that's low health.
Absolutely. And there's one more trick that he has up his sleeve, which I'm going to try and trigger by putting some more guys here. Let's put Grimlock, Optimus. I'm still well protected by the air mode. Now I'll try to pull it off. Might be hard because I used the ability so many times already, so it costs a lot. Let's see if I survive. If not, we'll do another battle. Or we'll change the bot to a different bot and see what happens there. Yeah, I'll probably have to do another battle. Let's do another one.
Well, we could show Mindwipe, and we might be able to show it there.
Yes, let's do that. So there's one more trick. So not only does it kind of take a defense out of play and make it attack its friendlies, which is really good if you use shock towers. That's a really good trick against shock towers. It also stays in the air, so it's hard to hit. Deals sustainable, I think a pretty nice amount of damage. And I'm just gonna try and, I can't attack myself in this. Okay, fine. I wish I could. I wish it was a debug account, I would be able to attack myself. And there's one more very nifty trick. Come on, let's try and do it. This is Mindwipe, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen Mindwipe in action yet. He's really cool. One thing that you'll notice about him is his wings actually flap. They go up and down. It's really awesome.
Yeah, no more shall we accept a flapless flying creature.
That's right.
We're raising our, raising the bar with every single bot. And when we made that guy flap, it felt like we made it right. Now this base might be a good showcase. So first of all, I'm gonna put Razorclaw here so we can see the guns. Yeah, look at that. That's really cool. I'm gonna put the rest of the bots. I need a full squad here. And Razorclaw also is a bit tougher, so hopefully he can sustain that. Seismic Charges, by the way, now is more effective with Wallbusters. That's gonna be fixed. Now I'm going to try and trigger an outpost and show you something cool. Now yes, 3 outposts have triggered. That's a lot of trouble, but maybe I can do something about that. Now if I could only, let me try and like prioritize my bots so they don't destroy the HQ. Yeah, you can have the wing flapping action here. And look what happens here. I just took control of Paraglide before he died, but that is a secret trick, and I'll try and do it again in a proper battle where I don't win in 5 seconds after doing it. But it is possible to mind control bots, and if you guys like it, maybe we'll do it for other hacking abilities we have in the game, like Perceptor and Bombshell. That is a possibility that I was thinking of earlier. But it just feels so good when Megatron comes out of the outpost and I can mind control him with Cosmos, or someone else who's quite tough and deals a lot of damage comes out, and you can counter that outpost bot with Cosmos and Mindwipe. Now, if they're performing an ability, they won't be able to be mind controlled, but as soon as they finish the ability, they will be able to be hit by Cosmos and Mindwipe and be mind controlled then. So let's try again. Hopefully I can take control of a bot for a long time and have him destroy his own base.
You can see a little bit of it in action. But yeah, I think the general idea is there. And it looks like we're running low on time, is that right?
Oh, no, sorry. Assmaster said he's got a dip and he was asking me to throw up a deuce, so that's what I did. Some people are asking about when they're going to be able to get their hands on Cosmos and Mindwipe.
You'll be able to play the challenge battle next week, early. And following that, next week we will have an event which will not be a leaderboard event unless I'm super mistaken, because we just had one several weeks ago, and that will be a chance of getting Cosmos and Mindwipe. And these bots not only look cool, but they're also really fun to use, as I hope I managed to convey with this strange setup we are running here. Oh, this is perfect. There's an outpost. I'm going to take control of this guy. Please be a full outpost. There we go, Jetfire. Hello, Jetfire. Let me just take that on my chin. And now that Jetfire is here,
here we go.
He might die too quickly because he's not high enough level. Yeah, he died too quickly, which is a shame.
Oh man.
Let me try and trigger more. There might be tougher bots around.
Well, on the bright side, you definitely got rid of the Jetfire.
Yeah, definitely. I love this flapping animation. It's so smooth. And it definitely deals damage, as you can see. Damage production is quite high.
Brian Vanderpool's asking, what about using Mindwipe as an outpost bot? Would he take control of an attacker?
I don't remember. Oh, there we go. That's the official answer. It either takes control of the attacker, or we turned it off. I'm not sure. I think. Oh, look at this! Please work. All right, Optimus, you're mine. And that. Look at this. Not only Optimus is getting damaged, but also he's going to destroy his very own autocannon. So that's really nifty. And of course here we have Wheeljack, who's just helpless because the bot was flying and he cannot attack a flying unit. with the laser rifle he has. So that's how you use Cosmos and Mindwipe. You can, I wouldn't say troll people. I would just say you can be really creative.
You can counter. I think counter is
Yes.
probably the right thing to say.
Yeah, and it's not a hard counter. And by the way, this is not an outpost, some kind of test building. It's not like a super hard counter. It's just something that really helps you out against some of the strong bots in the outposts. And then, of course, the air mode itself can be countered by air lasers, anti-air lasers, as well as missile launchers with kind of laser targeting are really good against single units that are flying. So laser guided missiles on missile launchers are also a good counter against Cosmos and Mindwipe, but when used carefully and with a bit of planning, they can be incredibly useful as bots, and really just fun. So that's that, and here we have Slug with an ability that never gets old. Boom! Love it.
Yeah, so Slug's...
Wallbuster is going to be working properly with him,
yeah.
And we have here Black Arachne, who's sped up a little with her speed up, speed building ability. There we go, Bestial Fury. I love the ability. If you can manage to get her to kill a couple of targets, it's very useful if you put her. If someone's putting run out of time. If someone's putting drones, building drones, to kind of distract you, you can use the ability against that, and you can rack up quick 2 or 3 buildings, 2 or 3 stacks on Black Arachne.
And then launch her into a defense, and
Yes. And she's like sculling around really quickly.
Yeah.
So against this base, for example, the first thing you could do potentially is put Black Arachne here and get 3 stacks. And next thing I would do is probably get Cosmos and Mindwipe and try and mind control these shock towers for a really nasty damage. And we are 1 minute. We have 1 minute to go.
Okay.
Why don't we take a seat and answer some questions?
Whoa! All right.
Well done,
It's killing
guys.
me.
All right.
Come on back.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. You want to sit down?
I'll get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good.
Okay.
Whew. Did we go over the changes to the death pulse and the regeneration cores? Jayoda, yes we did. 3 weeks ago, I think. We changed the cores 2 or 3 weeks ago. You can take a look at all the balancing changes we are doing in the game on our wiki. And the wiki link I'm going to send to Twitch right now, but in general it's wiki.transformersairforce.com. We might be on there, we're a little blurry, but it's mostly fine.
It's cool. Your
Um,
pretty faces and.
Deb, you look very pretty today, especially when we're all so blurry.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, guys. It's like a weird backhanded compliment.
It was. You look great when it's blurry.
When it's blurry, you look fantastic. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Is there a timeline for how long you're muted for? If we have, I don't know how it works actually.
How
If you get muted. But I would say one thing: don't be nasty to other people on chats, because there's a risk of being muted because nobody wants to. People might report you, might find you bad. So
Don't be nasty to people in general.
Yeah, it's. I know it's games and it's like anonymous, but it's a better environment when everyone's just cool. So yeah, in general, I don't know. I don't know when you will be unmuted, but I hope you, I hope you learned the lesson, and I hope it wasn't a mistake. How about new power cores for HQs and outposts and other stuff? Outposts, probably not, because we already have bots there that have power cores. That would be like a double power core, right?
Yeah.
But different buildings, we do have some buildings that do not have power cores yet, like stasis mines, beam lasers, shock towers, and part of the future could be introducing power cores for these defenses, and I already met with some amazing ideas from the community, like shock towers that do like a single target jolt of electricity.
Oh, cool.
Maybe it could be a chain attack. Stasis mines, there's so many things you could do with stasis mines. Just explosions or like fields that do things. Like maybe even have stasis mines that heal your buildings. That's like crazy, but
that is a little crazy.
Could be interesting. So there's quite a lot of options with parkours, and yes, there's more and more. Can we show or not show the crown but still get its effect? No, currently the crown comes with the effect. I mean, the effect comes with the crown.
Yeah.
I do hope that nobody will think that Grimlock or Razorclaw look worse with the parkour. I think the visual change is an upgrade. In our minds, is a clear winner, like visual department to have that. And on top of that, you have a cool boost, which we hope is useful. But at the same time, we try to make sure that any visual parkours are not like immediately so much better than everything else, then it doesn't make any sense to put anything else on the bot. You should still make a choice for yourself. Ask yourself, what do I want from my bot, and is the parkour doing what I want it to do in my situation? Because maybe for a warrior you don't want regeneration, maybe you want health, maybe you want this. So it should always come down to kind of what you believe in, believe you need, and not what the parkour is visually.
I don't know, you may have already answered this, but some people have been asking about new game modes.
Yeah, new game modes. That sounds really cool.
That sounds really cool. Josh is heavily influenced in the roadmap for the next year. We'll see what we can do there, but there's a possibility.
Yeah, there's definitely possibilities. I mean, we've been talking a lot about one or two potential game modes to add into the game. I think really our question is that anything else that we put in the game, we want to make sure is going to be as fun as what's in there right now, right? So we're holding it up to a pretty high standard. We don't want to make anything that lets anybody down. So whenever we talk about those, we want to make sure we're doing the right thing before we do it. So yeah, and if new things, if those start looking possible, this is the place where we'll let you know. Yeah. Got any other questions we can answer right now?
Why does Strafe flap wings in Combiner Lab but not in Bot Lab? That's because him flapping that's because we created the Combiner, the Volcanicus, later in the year than we did Strafe. It was a year after we did Strafe and Scourge. So basically we are raising our bar all the time, and with Combiners, part of the idle animations of all the bots, the idle animation of the Combiner that's decomposed, Strafe there gets to flap his wings. But as a bot, normally he doesn't do it because we didn't have the technology back then to do that, or we didn't do it. But now with Mindwipe we've done it, and it was part of the specification for artists. Like, can we please make these wings flap because we have too many non-flapping wings in the game. And of course, like a dream scenario would be to go through every single flying bot that is like a pterodactyl and stuff to make them flap. But we have to balance that with all the other tasks we have at hand for artists.
Yeah, making sure that we have awesome new bots kind of comes first. That's our highest priority, is to keep delivering really cool new stuff to you. When we can go back and make the old things better, we do.
Yeah.
But like the first thing we want to do is make sure that we do awesome new things.
Yeah, from the art department especially. But also, like, a lot of time goes to just make sure the game is running and is not having any issues. And sometimes, sometimes fixing bugs is taking a long time out of our development schedule. Maybe not as much for art, but a lot for development time. And what James is doing is really important to make sure that if we bring an new issue, we address it quickly. So yeah, it's a difficult trade-off sometimes, but you do have to make a trade-off.
There's maybe a last question of the evening. Sky was asking, is there a way that is there a way there can be a way in wars where it'll tell you who's what bases since some players don't speak the same language?
It's like see the lineup. I think this falls under one of these improve player life things. Sometimes it's not really that actionable. There's nothing you can do about it because you don't select the lineup, so it doesn't really do much. But it would be a nice piece of information. And I think one possibility is on the war score sheet to mark players who are representing the alliance. I think that's possible. I don't have any timeline for when we would do that, but that's one possibility, and it's definitely sitting there with other improvements that we want to make.
Yeah, it's a good one to discuss.
Yeah.
So thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Cool.
All
I think
right.
we're going to.
I'll do super quick wrap up.
Okay.
This weekend, Grimlock Crown Razorclaw Gun, 20 prestigious, 10 points per battle, flat, fair for everyone, individual event. Get 50 points to get a chip that contains a chance for getting these crown and gun power cores, as well as different gold, silver and bronze power cores and resources needed to level them up. So very nice event around power cores, quite generous because the 20 prestigious we have roughly translates to what normally would be a 60 prestigious. So don't expect us to do it every time we do it, but for now, Hyro and Andrew were feeling generous. So we've done it. I think it's a great event and it's fair for everyone, fair playing field. So have fun this weekend and take it easy. And next week, Cosmos and Mindwipe will be unleashed in the game, and you'll be able to also play them in a challenge battle at the beginning, I believe, of this upcoming week.
I love the challenge battles.
And challenge battle done by Josh is great fun. So
before we go, something that we said we would have and we haven't is a giveaway. So your question for today is, what was the name of James's dog? Easy peasy.
nice.
Yeah, so tell us the name of James's dog. We love you guys too. It's very sweet. Yeah, can't roll out without a giveaway, especially.
But a lot of people are rolling out before they realize there's a giveaway.
Yeah, they do. Well, that's.
It pays to stay until the end.
It does. It does. So yeah, give us your answers. Meow.
And also make sure to read the text by Simon Furman. We read the first part on stream, but the second part is even better.
Yeah.
Oh, and also when you guys are submitting your answers, make sure you include your in-game name, your alliance, and your HQ with your answer. Otherwise, we can't find you. So.
Answer, HQ level, alliance, in-game name, alliance name.
Yep. Okay, I'm starting to see answers come in. Yeah. Oh. Whoa.
Ooh, lots of answers.
Yeah. Let's wait for.
I'm so happy people actually remember.
Wow, she's a pretty cute dog.
True.
Very good dog. Extremely.
Maybe we should bring a puppy or a kitten into every stream.
I know. I really want to get my little bald cat and then bring it on.
Maybe the viewership would go up if we did that.
Probably.
The amazing thing about that dog today is we had a meeting and she was in the meeting.
I didn't know.
And you never would have known. She just like laid down and was like quiet the entire meeting. And you know, like there are a lot of humans who can't do that.
Myself included.
So the dog did a lot better in self-control department than a lot of people do.
Yeah, and there were two dogs actually in the office today.
There were
Kaya and Zelda. And I really, I think Zelda is a support class. It should be like a ratchet. Definitely like supportive dog, quiet, sitting back, chilling. Kaya was very much a warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Bending her head down and literally ramming into Zelda all the time.
She's like a Grimlock.
Like a blunt instrument, like Grimlock.
Speedy, crunny Grimlock, yes.
Yeah.
High speed character, but not as fast as Razorclaw.
Fair enough. Cool, let's pick our winners.
All right.
And then let's roll out. Can I have a random? I'll do the okay. Cool.
Nice.
That's one. Wait.
We have a winner on Twitch.
And can I get you to pick a winner here?
Come on, you start the screen now.
Okay.
Stab the screen. Nope. Try again.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
And one more.
The dog is not called Upgrade.
And one more, please.
Here. Yay!
Okay, cool. Our winners, of course, the answer was
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Zelda.
yes. The dog's name is Zelda, and she's adorable. Congratulations to Eclipse80. You have won. Congratulations also to Joe Hartling. And congratulations to Christopher John Santiago. Yeah, you guys will receive your awards. Should be within 24 hours. I know one of you guys missed it last week. I don't know how that happened, but I have gifted you now. So yeah, you should get them before the weekend. If something happens, then you'll get them on Monday. But
If you don't get it on Monday, then
write in, yeah.
Yeah, write to us.
Yeah.
How do you write to us?
From within the game, there's a support.
Yeah, support@transformersairforce.com. In the subject line, Deb promised me a gift. On stream, I won because I called the dog Zelda. That's exactly the subject you have to put.
Yes. Also, I know who won, so don't all of you.
Oh
start
yeah,
writing
yeah.
it.
We have the names here, so we know. You only do that.
If you've actually
Yeah.
won.
Otherwise, you're wasting valuable resources, like people who are actually helping other people. They're gonna scroll for your emails rather than helping people, so that's not nice.
It's not good. Anyways, again, those winners are Eclipse80, Joe Hartling, and Christopher John Santiago. Congrats!
Yay!
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for all your patience today with
Thank
our
you.
improvisation. Some of you guys were on board, so I appreciate that. We'll try to do more improv in the future.
Wow.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I still don't know what it is. I'll figure it
And
out.
donate to Movember because men's health matters.
True. Yeah, and this is like the last day.
Yeah, it's the last day, last chance this year.
Yeah, it's true.
Think about the person you want to be this year.
All right.
The
On
guilt
that
tripping.
note, have a good night, good day.
Bye, guys.
Thanks
Take
for
care.
joining.
Bye bye.